Live from the Case-Lou Studios in the heart of Midtown, this is BT Sports with Bobby Stillwell and Tim Shagrew. And now, Case-Lou's leading sports program.
And good afternoon, everybody. This is BT Sports coming to you live. As always, I'm Bobby Stillwell.
And I'm Tim Shagrew.
And we've got a great show planned for you this week.
That's right.
First, though, we're going to start off with something that one of my favorite segments that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And it's the last time you're going to hear this until next March here. That's right. NCAA basketball.
Over here jamming out in the studio.
Yeah, we are jamming out to that theme here. Villanova beats North Carolina on Jenkins buzzer beater to claim first national championship since 1985. Timmy, did you see that buzzer beater three?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was actually over with a couple of the meteorology majors at that time.
Watching the game?
Yeah, well, I was doing some homework. I was doing some quote unquote homework.
Yeah.
I really was watching the game. But yeah, we were watching just watching the game and
oh my gosh.
So I saw the three to tie it.
Yeah.
And
with
then I think it was
5 seconds.
5 seconds left.
I'm
something
sure.
like that. I'm sure it's in.
Yeah.
It's in this wrap up here. Let's see. Oh yeah, 4.7 left.
4.7 left. Okay. Yeah.
Hey. I'll give you a great story. 4.8 seconds left. My sophomore year of high school in the Litchfield Invitational Tournament. For those of you who are listening from my neck of the woods, you probably know where Litchfield is. For those of you who don't, Litchfield's this little town, probably about an hour and a half north of St. Louis. Nope,
Yeah.
we got a Collin. Yeah, funny story about Collins. While I'm thinking about it, we walked into the studio at 10 till, and people were already calling. So apparently they know we're on the air now.
Looks like it's gonna be a popular show today.
And it's good because we've been having a little bit of scheduling issues, but now we should be on for right up until first Sunday of May. I mean.
Yeah. That'll be a last show.
That will be the last one. Yeah.
Now.
I know.
Yeah,
so
now
we
should be on consistently until then, where we've had a lot of
problems.
setbacks.
No, yeah. So back to what I was saying though. Yeah, 4.8 seconds to go. Okay, well here's what happened. Timeout was called. I thought there should have been at least 5 seconds. Because I was looking at the clock and I heard my coach yelling, "Timeout, timeout, timeout, timeout."
Yeah.
Clock ran down. The other team thought they had won. Rest get together, decide nope. He called timeout before time.
Yeah.
He wanted 8 seconds. And I thought, Coach, you're begging for a little too much there.
Yeah.
They gave him 4.8. So what happened was, so we had a guard and then a forward that were involved in this. Guard takes it on far side, half court pass to our forward. Forward takes the dribbles to the far side of the shooting lane.
Yeah.
From the bench, shoots it, goes up, it goes in, but at the buzzer.
Really?
They count it, so we win 50-49 on that buzzer beater. And I've been on both sides of those actually. So
yeah. Those are some of the most. A lot of times, you see the half court shots where it's probably a lot of that's just luck. You can't a half court shot. You're just.
I can tell you from experience that's luck. They actually had me shooting during one of the women's games this past season. Past year
at a halftime.
At halftime, yeah. And I mean, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed.
Well, no one's gonna make that.
They don't put it at half court. Actually, they put it just beyond the arc.
Really.
And I hit a three at home before.
Really.
Mm-hmm. My senior year, I was filming and put my name in for the Threes for the Money, fan edition.
Yeah.
And I remember the athletic director grabbing the paper, waving it, pointing at me from the film box.
Bobby Stillwell, come on down.
Pretty much that's what happened.
Yeah.
And so then right as halftime rolled around, I, put the camera up and ran down to shoot.
And you cashed it? You made it?
I made it from the top of the key.
All right.
I airballed the shots from the corners though.
Hey, that's fine.
Airballed short.
All you need is one.
Yeah. Yeah, all you needed was one, so I got $10 out of it.
But yeah, this one on the biggest scale in college basketball, Marcus Page, I think, was for North Carolina with 4.7, we said, came down to tie it at 74 on a three, on a pretty good, he double clutched it as the defender was coming out. A pretty nice shot on his part, and then just seconds later, flying down full court, Chris Jenkins gets the ball, kind of just a pass back, and then he has the pick set for him, and just a beautiful shot to win the game.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
It was a great look.
Yeah, that was.
It was an absolutely beautiful shot.
I know we probably have some fans out there that are a little salty on the North Carolina loss if they're listening today. But
I'm sure they are.
I'm sure there's some that are just as happy on the Villanova Wildcats win.
I know you and I were both rooting Villanova.
Yeah, for sure. Neither one of us. But I did think North Carolina was gonna win.
Yeah, and we would have, and honestly, had Syracuse pulled it off against UNC, I would have rooted Syracuse.
Yeah,
I wanted to see an underdog win.
I know Syracuse would have been cool.
Why,
a 10 seed.
VCU did it. I don't even think VCU made it to the Final Four
when they
had their play in, and they made it. I think they made it to the Elite Eight that year.
Yeah, I want to say they made it farther than the Sweet 16.
Oh yeah,
they
made it to the Elite Eight.
I think that was it.
For sure, they made it to the Elite Eight.
Just
an update here. There's a Cardinal game in progress right now as we're going. End of the sixth. Braves are leading 6-5. Kevin Slegris is relieving for the Cardinals right now.
Okay.
He's one of our relievers. So Waino got pulled.
And we'll keep you updated on the progression of that game as we continue through the hour.
That was just an amazing finish. I mean, I'm sitting there going, "Holy cow!" It's like just when Friday when I watched SpaceX nail that landing at that first stage. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, folks, you should go to YouTube and search SpaceX landing on ocean. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we just watched it not more than 30 minutes ago.
I brought Timmy up to speed on it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Moving on now to some more news. We're moving to now, Timmy?
We can touch on the NBA playoff pictures starting to.
Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Starting to basically get in. There's only a few more games left throughout the season.
But yeah, we have some idea here.
It's looking like on the eastern side, the Cleveland Cavs are going to take the number 1 seed and face the Pacers. The Raptors will take the 2 seed and face the Detroit Pistons. The Hawks in third place against the number 6 ranked Hornets, and then the Celtics at the 4 seed and Miami at the 5. And then in the west side, no surprise, I don't think, the Warriors, who are sitting at 70-9 right now, I believe. I know they've got 9 losses, 71-9. I mean, if they win out, which is just 2 more games, they're going to have more.
They're dominating.
Have the best record of all in the history of the NBA. They are just tearing it apart. And so they'll be in first. They'll get the first seed, no doubt, followed by the Spurs, who a lot of people think are the one team that can maybe knock out the Warriors. And then the Thunder, who are also having a great season. The Clippers in the 4th. And then the Clippers will face Portland. The Grizzlies and the 6th seed will face the Thunder. The Mavericks and the 7th facing the Spurs and the Jazz to round it out against the Warriors. But so yeah, we're really only about a couple weeks away from the playoffs coming around.
Yeah, and Timmy, you're the NBA expert between us here, so you probably know better than I do what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance anybody can beat the Warriors. They've got probably three players that might make the first team all NBA. Between Steph Curry, who everybody at this point knows Steph Curry, just
right
breaking all sorts of records. It's like America's sweetheart. And then Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. But yeah, that'll be definitely an interesting thing to now that the playoffs are starting to come around.
Definitely. Moving on now to some interesting news. I know we don't cover NFL too much anymore here on BT Sports since the Rams left town, and we're all still slam and stand for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry Crouppen. Thank you, Terry Crouppen, for that ad. But Isaac Bruce wants to run out of the tunnel one last time on the field at the Dome at America's Center since it's no longer the Edward Jones Dome.
Yeah.
And he wants to say thank you to Rams fans. He's bringing along a few friends, including Kurt Warner, Orlando Pace, Mike Jones, Aeneas Williams, Dick Vermeil, and Mike Martz. So what he's doing, he's organizing a flag football game between all the legends of the Rams.
That'd be cool.
At the Dome. And Mike Vermeil, who was the coach during the Greatest Show on Turf, and then Mike Martz, who succeeded him, will be the quote-unquote coaches of these teams.
Huh.
And he's got everything organized completely. Does it have a date here?
It says Saturday, July 23rd.
Yeah,
right?
Saturday. Yeah, kickoff is at 2 p.m. on July 23rd. With a premium.
Have the rosters?
Yeah, I don't see the rosters
yet. Just has some. Yeah, I don't know if maybe they might not even have that figured out.
I don't think they have it figured out yet, but oh yeah, here we are. Besides Warner, Pace, Jones, Williams, and of course Isaac Bruce, other confirmed participants are Mark Bolger, Ernie Conwell, Dexter McLean, Roland Williams, Fred Miller, Ray Agnew, Dre Bly, Billy Jenkins, Dane Looker, Sean McDonald, Keith Lyle, and Clifton Crosby. It's a flag football game, so it's kind of, it's for fun. And where's all this money going? Is it going to charity?
I saw up here talks it's
All proceeds will go to charities in the St. Louis area
yeah.
via the Isaac Bruce Foundation. So yes,
that's awesome.
It is all for charity.
And it's only $15.
$15, $20. Yeah, tickets
Depending
are
on
15, $20.
where you want, where your seat is.
And it's for $100, you get the opportunity to go into the field for a 1 hour autograph session prior to the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wish I could do that, but I'm probably going to be in physics class at that point. Womp womp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, womp
You're gonna be
womp.
taking some summer.
Yeah, I got summer classes lined
Ooh,
out.
no fun.
Welcome to the world of meteorology.
Yeah, right.
But no, it's cool. They're nice, and it goes for charity. Like Isaac Bruce, he's got his foundation here. Kurt Warner still has his, charity here.
Yeah.
Jim Edmonds has his charity here. Albert Pujols still has his charity here for the most part.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, at least part of
Pujols,
it's
that
still
kind of
here.
surprises me.
No, I mean, he had a really big tie to St. Louis. Like Jim Edmonds, he had the 15 club here in St. Louis for a while. I mean, it's interesting. The history of Edmonds, he signed a 1-day contract with the Cardinals and retired.
So
He retired a Cardinal.
I think it's cool
and now
spend
he's
their
going to be
whole career.
joining the commentary crew for Fox Sports Midwest this season.
Really?
He's calling a lot more games.
Yeah, I think it's cool when people, if they didn't spend their whole career with someplace, but to go back to wherever they feel like that's where they wanted their legacy, so they can retire a Cardinal. Yeah.
You know what was interesting? We got Wayne Gretzky back in the 90s. We traded to get Wayne Gretzky as a Blue.
Yeah.
And we ended up retiring his number before the NHL did.
Really?
Really. He played. I think he played 1 or 2 seasons for the Blues.
Yeah. But they still. I didn't know that.
Oh, and same with number 42. We retired it for Bruce Sutter before the MLB retired it for Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
And Bruce Sutter was one of our pitchers back in the 80s. He was a good guy. He was a good one too.
I didn't know that was that recent that they retired 42.
Yeah, it's interesting. And plus, then we've got a microphone for Jack Buck. I think we've got 12 retired numbers or something for the Cardinals.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Tony's is retired. Tony La Russa.
Oh, really?
They retired 10 for him.
Huh.
They retired 1 for the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith, 2 for the Red Shane Dienst. It's funny. There's a form I have, and I've shown it to my friends that are Cubs fans. It's called the Cubs to Cars fan conversion form, aka long-term October stress ending relief, aka loser. and it says here, if you're rejected, in addition to receiving, you'll receive, in addition to a kick in the pants from Red Shane Dienst, you'll receive 10 pounds of Clydesdale manure to be thrown at the Cubs player of your choice. I'll have to send it to you, Timmy. You will be rolling laughing at it. I actually need to add in there about your favorite moment in Cub history. Cubs beating the Cardinals in the 2015 NLDS, only to be swept by the Mets in the 2015 NLCS.
Yeah.
Because it happened, and I remember we were giving this one person in our group that was a Cubs fan.
Really?
Oh my gosh, we were giving her so. We were.
I mean, right
much,
after they beat the Cards, and then.
I know, we were messing with her so much. And moving on.
Probably deserved it.
Moving on.
She's a Cubs fan.
Yeah, she's a Cubs fan, so she deserves it. Moving on to some of what I call boring sports.
Yeah, right.
Golf.
It's not the most.
More like a swear fest. Whenever you shank a drive.
Yeah, it's not the most. At least in my opinion, it's not the most exciting sport. But it's. I mean that the Masters are going on right now, which is arguably one of the biggest, sporting events. Really, in the world. I mean, golf's such a worldwide sport, and but. I don't follow golf closely at all. I don't think either one of us are really that educated on it.
Yeah, we're not really that educated on golf. All I know is when you shank a drive, you invent a bunch of new swear words.
Yeah, just spit them out.
Yep.
But currently in first place, I think he just teed off. He's through 5 holes. Is Jordan Spieth, who I think he's like 22, 23, young guy out of I think Texas, Austin, maybe. I'm not sure. But I think he won it last year. He's just been tearing through the whole golf world, I think. So if anybody wants to call in and talk about golf, we'd be more than happy to, because you can educate us a little bit on that.
Yeah, please do.
But yes, that probably won't finish up while we're still on the air.
I probably won't.
Later today, something to watch.
Something to watch for you.
But currently he's leading by 1 stroke to Willett out of Switzerland. But yeah, so feel free to call in for that if you want to talk about the Masters. If not, then we will not be talking about it.
Moving on to some interesting news from the Billiken Softball Center yesterday. I was actually at the second game of a doubleheader and actually took some play-by-play notes of my own. And Timmy, we have coined a new term.
Yeah.
Actually, a couple new terms. We're going to tell you one right now. We'll tell you another one later.
What's that first one, Bobby?
Yeah, the Alley Bomb. Timmy and I are friends with Allie McFarland from the softball team, and she got a 2-run daner in the bottom of the fourth.
I think.
Yeah, bottom of the fourth.
Yeah.
Bottom of the fourth, to put the Billikens up 10-0. So
which is no surprise.
that put us into short game territory, and sure enough, we managed to shut them out and win.
She's had
Yeah,
quite a few. I don't know how many home runs this season she's had, but
Yeah, hang on a second here. Yeah, McFarland launched her 5th home run of the season, a 2-run shot. Yep.
yeah, and with that,
And with that, this week McFarland will be getting the
Fireball.
Yep, McFarland gets a fireball this week.
congratulations, Allie.
For that Alley Bomb. I know it's a new term. We're gonna use that on the air. I think, Timmy. We're gonna use that.
Oh yeah, I like that.
We're gonna call
that's
them Alley
all, That's all
Bombs.
Bobby. Bobby's the genius behind the Alley Bomb.
Well, it's funny because she hit one, and I was talking to her parents, and I said, "That was a pretty cool Alley Bomb there, huh?" And they just laughed.
And they're a fan of it too.
Also, different than a Big City Blast from Matt Adams or a Yachty Bomb.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Go for the Alley Bomb.
Whenever Allie hits a homer, now we're gonna call it an Alley Bomb on the air here.
And they're playing right now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. We don't have live. Well, we do have live stats. Let me look here on Twitter real quick and see. But yeah, I was at the game, took some notes and some notable plays, and I'll tell you about a great one that happened. They won 28 minutes ago. Went final. They won 9-1.
All right, so they won the series.
They won
2-1.
the series 2-1. Yep.
But yeah, Bobby. I mean, Bobby was at the game yesterday. It was at 3. I think it was when
2. It was 2.
2.
Yeah, and I kind of did my own play-by-play notes, and Timmy was looking at him. And
Yeah, it's impressive.
impressive. Yeah. Of course, my phone almost died. But yeah, so this was interesting because the second and third outs at the top of the first inning, it was interesting. The hitter for Rhode Island hit it straight to our third baseman, snagged a line drive out of the air, and then threw it to first because the first base runner did not tag up. Double play. So
Which is
a 6-3 double play.
And we were talking. I mean,
You don't see that sort of thing often.
yeah, any kind of double play is awesome, but a lot of times, it's a ground to.
Yeah, it's a grounding
Second
field.
or
You
short,
don't
you
grab it out.
toss it
You don't
over
just grab
and-
it straight out of the air and then
Yeah.
throw it to first.
So that was.
A
Yeah,
really
that
neat
sounds.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just looking here at some of the other interesting things. And top of the second, it was a 1-2-3 inning, and Keeb got a strikeout. So I'm trying to think. Laney struck out. Yeah, Laney struck out. Let's see, 3. I'm still counting here. 4. She struck out 4 swinging.
And it was only through 5 innings, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a short game.
Yeah.
They got we short gamed Rhode Island, and we won today 9-1, according to SLU softball Twitter.
Yeah.
It was a really fun game though yesterday. I mean, I was sitting there enjoying it, laughing, having a good old time.
Yeah, and you got to meet, or not necessarily meet, but I mean,
Ran into a few of the parents that I know
that you already
from
knew
softball.
from the team. Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, and it was really cool, getting to talk to them and just talking softball with them and strategy and things like that.
Yeah.
And hearing
Yeah, I wish I would have
hearing all
been
those
able to
people.
make it.
Hearing all those people talking strategy and stats, it was really cool. Yeah, it was a really fun game.
Really?
I mean, game 1, it was
And they smoked them.
Game 1 was a 4-2 loss.
Yeah.
Game 2 was an 11-0 short game, and then
Kinda
it was a
turned it around.
9-1 victory today. So, I think just the first game we weren't on our game,
Yeah.
but we did end up coming back though.
Yeah, I'll say. Overall, I mean, what, 9-1, 11-0, and then 4-2.
Yeah,
Only allowed 3 or 5.
no 3. You got it right. Yeah, 4-2 and 9-1. So we only allowed 3 runs in the whole series.
Well, they got 4. They beat us 4.
Oh yeah.
So,
I
that's what I was
forgot.
thinking,
That's
too.
why you said 5. My fault.
No, but yeah, that's what I was thinking.
My fault. I can't do math, but then again, when you're in upper level math, you forget the basic stuff really
Yeah.
easily.
But yeah, that's crazy that they only allowed 5 runs the
whole series.
Whole series.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's see. Bill. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we just know that sort of stuff here. No, it's really cool, though, yeah. Yeah, Alex Nickel had 5 RBIs in both games.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
If if it wasn't for the alley bomb, might have been our fireball of the week.
Yeah, well, and the game would have gone 7 innings, but that alley bomb put us up 10-0.
Yeah.
And then the Rhode Island walked in the 11th run to solidify our win.
And because we didn't even get a fifth. The
Yeah, we
Bills didn't get
a fifth
the
at
bottom
bat.
of the 5th inning. Yeah.
No, because we were leading by more than 10
So it was
in our
just-
bottom, so it was just game.
Game. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be definitely still have to hit one of those. I wish, I thought it was going to work out yesterday, but
Yeah, but things happen.
yeah.
So moving on now. So we talked about that. Let's go ahead and close those tabs out. Moving on to some basketball news, actually, while we're thinking about it here.
Yeah.
Some sad news
Yeah.
before we start here. I'll read to you. This is from Miles Reynolds' Twitter account. Miles is a forward for the Billikens. Forward? Yeah, he was a forward for the Billikens. I'm reading you verbatim this tweet. Putting on that jersey was a blessing. Really going to miss Lou. I can't thank you all enough. The support was unreal. So Miles Reynolds announced he was transferring.
Again, following
Malik
Yarbrough's.
Yarbrough.
We don't know where either of them.
We don't know where either of them are going.
None have stated,
I'm reading to you.
Where their intention.
This is Stu Durando from the Post-Dispatch. I'm reading to you his take on it. Reynolds had been contemplating a move, but waited until a new coach was hired to make a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see.
Which made us wonder, if this. Both of us have been pretty big, supporters of.
Both
Coach
Yarbrough
Ford.
and Reynolds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Coach Ford.
But.
We're wondering. We're curious if there's been a rift or something between both.
Yeah.
Between Yarbrough, Ford, and then now Reynolds and Ford.
Yeah. I don't know if something. Yeah. It's interesting to see that maybe, the players aren't as happy with the coaching changes. Maybe we thought they were, but
I mean, I had the privilege of having Mike Crawford in my U101 training.
yeah, that's
session.
right. You mentioned that.
He really didn't. I really didn't hear much about his opinion on Ford, but as far as I know, he doesn't have any issues with Coach Ford.
Really,
And he is off his crutches now, by the way, too.
really.
So he should be back in time for
Time for the
basketball season.
Yeah.
He should be full health again.
um.
Yeah, I'm reading here. Let's see. Yeah, Ford has 2 open scholarships. Reynolds led the Billikens in assists, steals, and free throws attempted and made last season. He also led the team in scoring the first half of the season when he started 15 of the first 16 games. So he then became a reserve and saw his minutes dwindle under Cruz until he did not play at all in the final 2 games. So I think that's part of it too.
Yeah, because
with Cruz benching him like that.
Because he had said, it been reported that he was thinking about transferring before the coaching change was even in talks. And then maybe, once it got announced that Ford was taking over, he just wasn't happy with it, or
Yeah, something like that. We'll see what happens. I've had a lot of fans have been posting on the Billiken Athletics Facebook and on SLU's Facebook as well, saying that this hire is not a good thing because he can't recruit. I beg to differ.
I think he's been.
I beg to differ. He wants to recruit local talent, mind you. And if we're looking at the softball roster here, I mean, let's look at our roster here and think how many local we've got. You keep talking to me, I'll count.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he's been very adamant on. He's really pushed locally, but pushed for just trying to pick up the high caliber recruits in general. And I think, was it last week or 2 weeks that we were touching on when we talked about Ford a lot.
Depending on if you count Carbondale as local, if you want to count local, I mean, it's 2 hours away. We've got 13 of the players on the softball team are local.
Really,
and that's out of. Keep talking.
Well, yeah, I would think he's going to be a great.
13 out of 20 players on our softball
recruiting.
team are local.
13 out of 21.
13 out of 20.
20, yeah, that's well over half.
Yeah, and that's what I like seeing. I like seeing more local talent on there because I think Allie is the furthest player on the whole team. I think Allie McFarland lives the furthest away from St. Louis in the whole team.
And where's she from?
Leawood, Kansas.
Yeah, I think I mean,
Well,
we
we got
that's
Luke.
pretty important to try to get the local talent.
No, definitely. I like seeing local talent.
And it helps it helps the fan base.
Yeah, that's why Sadie's so huge on the women's team because she's from St. Louis.
Yeah, and people love to see someone born and raised St. Louis to continue playing through.
# stay in STL.
Yeah,
And that happened in the wake of the Rams moving.
but
It's cool for me, because I'm going here. It's pretty much my backyard. here I'm 30 minutes from home.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're definitely a local.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, just across.
Just across the river, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hop, skip, and a jump. A few home runs. A few home runs away from St. Louis. No, it's just sad to see Reynolds go because he was really good.
Yeah, and I mean, especially two people
is,
in that same class that I think him and
Mm-hmm.
Yarba that they kind of wanted to foster up. I think they had 6 people in that recruiting class.
Yeah, there were 6.
And that they would thought it might be able to build something on these guys, and then now two of them are gone.
Yeah, I know, it's just sad to see.
Hopefully they can. I mean, we've been saying it for a while, but hopefully now they can really. Hopefully his recruiting is what he's said it is.
Yeah, I think he is going to do good because bear in mind OSU didn't fight. He had his final season. OSU was bad. Before that though, he had consecutive good seasons.
Yeah, and he's had. I mean, his history of recruiting's been. He has a record to show,
and he has gone to multiple NCAA tournaments.
Yeah,
that's the key thing right there. We want to get. He's been a real adamant. He says, "Let's get Chaffetz rocking again."
Yeah, right.
Real adamant about that. And speaking of Ford, we're going to move on and talk about something real interesting that happened this past week.
Yeah.
I had gone through the Tunnel of Oppression, which is an event they do during Atlas Week, kind of showing how everybody's all the different groups that are kind of oppressed.
Yeah.
It was a good experience, though, believe me, I loved it. Anyway, so I was down there talking to the lady and the lady who coordinates everything here in the BSC, and next thing I know, here comes somebody from the athletic department with none other than Coach Ford himself.
Yeah.
And, so he was, pressing the flesh, introducing himself. I was wearing my green Billiken shirt from the first WNIT game during that St. Patrick's Day game. Mm-hmm. And then so it was really cool getting to talk to him. He was real excited. I said, yep, definitely big Billiken Athletics fan right here. I told him that, and he said, good. Hope to see you around sometime.
Yeah.
And here, I'll read to you verbatim what I tweeted about an hour or so later. Ran into Coach Ford today, mentioned his, Twitter handle. Needless to say, we're both excited for the future of St. Louis men's basketball. Welcome to campus and St. Louis, Coach.
Yeah.
And then to make it better, he replied. You want to read the reply to me?
Yeah. He says, at Bobby's Twitter handle, yes, thanks for the welcome, Bobby. Appreciate the support and look forward to working together to get Chaffetz rocking.
He has been mentioning getting Chaffetz rocking
that's not the first time he's
much.
Used that
and that's not the first time he's
tagline.
replied to Billiken fans either.
Yeah.
He's replied to the Lunatics.
It's cool to see, it's just cool to see him getting out with the fan base.
Before he even starts.
Yeah. I mean,
practices
seeing him
have
down
started,
campus is kind of what you want. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool to see, it's cool to see Dr.
Say,
Postello.
you read my mind to me. You read my mind. I was going to mention Dr. Postello.
And so now that, you see Dr. Postello almost
All the
time, yeah.
And at games, he's always in the student section cheering with the students, too. He's not in a box like Father Biondi was.
Yeah. So it'll be, hopefully, Coach Ford's kind of out and about and a regular face around campus.
I think he will be. And if we want to talk about some stuff here, I actually have this week's edition of U News was just printed Thursday, April 7th here. Mm-hmm. There's something in here. I'm trying to find it here. He mentioned he's going to be doing some open practices. He wants to try doing open practices. I'm looking here. Hold on. Yeah, he says he wants to do some...
like open to the public?
Yeah, open to the public.
Really? That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm looking here.
I'm sure they'd get a decent amount of people that are, interested in going down to see it.
We'd be interested, I'll tell you that
Yeah,
much.
that'd be fun.
Okay, it's not there. Let me... Yeah, and here we go. And this story was long. I mean, it was front page and it took up about a third of the front page, and then it still takes up the right third of the first page of sports section.
Forward in open practices.
Yeah, I'm trying to look here. He says he wants to put down some roots here in St. Louis, which is nice to see. And here's what he says. It's going to be fun, exciting, aggressive basketball. Aggressive offensively as far as pushing the ball at the defense. Great ball movement and great spacing. We'll be a team that probably does shoot a lot of threes. And again, I'm getting to know my teams first, so it's kind of hard at this point to say my base philosophy is being aggressive offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. That's what you want to see. I'm looking here. Hold on a second.
I'm excited for him.
Yeah, here's what he says. If students see me out, I would love for them to come up to me. It's a whole lot easier for them to come up to me than me to go up to everybody else, and I'll try to do that. I would love for them to get to know me as a person and my family and know that I love being a part of this community and this university. I want to be very visible on campus. I want to be very visible within the community of St. Louis. I want people to get to know me. I'm going to be known as a basketball coach, and I do want them to see my passion for the game and my vision of wanting to make this a great program. There's nothing in here. I could have sworn I could have sworn I read something about he wants to do open practices.
Yeah.
I don't see it here, but I guess
It's a long article. I mean,
long article. I probably detailed, but I distinctly remember seeing something. It may have been in the post too about he wants to do open practices.
yeah. And there's something else in there.
Something else in news too. Actually, I really want to read.
Yeah.
This is actually from a Western Kentucky Hilltoppers fan who wrote a letter to our editor here at UNews. And I'm reading it to you verbatim here. Billikens. Friday, I attended the WNIT game featuring my WKU Lady Toppers and the SLU Billikens. This was my first visit to St. Louis and Chaifetz Arena. This facility is beautiful, intimate, and was filled with noise as the home fans urged on their players. The decibel level was high for a small crowd, around 1,700, I think. I can only imagine how it must rock with a packed house. I traveled far and wide watching Hilltopper athletics. This is truly one of the best facilities in the country. You should be very proud of the home core of the Billiken Athletics. Lastly, I want to thank the Billiken fans at the game. I have had many experiences of rude and hateful fans. Fans have gone as far as attacking me and vandalizing property. Billiken fans were at the far end of the spectrum. They were as impassioned as any I've seen, but supported their team with an immense level of class and character. Your incredible band and students led the way in supporting the girls on the court. The band was as talented and clever as any I've ever seen. Again, you should all be proud of what you have at SLU. Your girls were valiant competitors on the court. They played with much heart and intensity. I count us quite lucky to have won the day. Friday's game could well be one of the best played sporting events I've ever attended. I would love to see my, quote, my soon-to-be alma mater compete with the Billikens again in the future. I thank you all for your hospitality, wish you much in your future endeavors, and greatly look forward to returning to your wonderful city in the near future. Go Tops and go Billikens, Evan Brown.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome to see that from a Hilltopper fan commenting on just how classy and great our fan section is. And, you know,
Yeah.
and the same thing, you know, like I see somebody on campus, you know, trying to find something or here in the bush, I'll tell them, I always walk up and say, sir or ma'am, you know, sir, ma'am, can I help you find a room here?
Yeah.
Or can I help you find can I help you find something? And they'll tell me where they need to go, and I'll say, yeah, here's what you do this and this and this. I just do that, you know, it's part of what being a Billiken's all about.
Yeah, I don't think it's, you know, it's nice to hear it, but it's not surprising that that's kind of the impact
that's how
it
classy
made
we are
on
around here.
You know,
update on the game. Update on Cardinals here.
Yeah.
Cardinals now lead the Braves 7-6 in the top of the 8th.
All right. Wow, that one might be finishing up. Really, that might be finishing up. Maybe a little after we're done.
Yeah. But no, I just wanted to pull that UNews stuff. I mean, that is
yeah.
cool that person took the time to write a letter to the editor here for us.
Oh yeah, I think that's real cool.
I'm glad they published it too. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to use it on the show too. And people have been hammering at the phone since 10 before 3,
Yeah.
wanting to call in and talk to us this week.
So we're gonna go ahead and open that
We
up.
will open it up. The number to call is 314-977-1581. Timmy, you go ahead and take this one.
All right. BT Sports. This is Tim. How can I help you?
Hi, Bobby.
Okay, I recognize that voice.
Yep.
Yep.
And that was not Bobby that
Nope,
picked up.
that was not me that picked up either.
But
Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about Coach Ford actually right now that we've
Yeah.
gotten past that tweet. Though I thought it was really cool though that he took the time to reply to me. You know,
Yeah.
that shows how classy he is and how
no, I think it just goes back to, you know, he wants to build a relationship
with the fans.
with, which is really
just like
cool.
Dr. Costello, you know.
Yeah. You want
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take this one.
Yeah.
BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Very nice.
Okay, I think that was the same guy again.
Yeah. Well, we've been getting a lot of calls, but
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of them.
not sure who's calling.
Yeah, we don't know who that guy is, but that guy wants that I remind him of Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, that's right. Was that? I don't know if that was last week or what, but yeah.
Look, I don't talk like Bernie Sanders. I don't have the Jersey accent. I'm not getting interrupted by Hillary Clinton. Okay,
There
Timmy.
you do sound like Bernie Sanders.
There, I did that time. I purposely did it. Timmy, you take it.
BT Sports. This is Tim. How can I help you?
How's it going, Timmy?
It's going pretty good. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, you know, just driving back to the beautiful state of Illinois right now.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. How are you? How's the throat?
I'm doing good. I'm doing quite fine.
Healthy? You all intact?
Yeah, just you know, waiting.
Okay. So I have a super serious question for you.
All right, hit us. We love serious questions here at BT Sports.
So I'm competing in this tournament, and I have to figure out like what it's a diving competition, and I'm trying to come up with my own move, and I'm having difficulty. So I already have the move down because I'm God, but I'm wondering if, you have any, help on what I should name it.
Well, if you have the move, so you've got. I guess I'd have to see the move.
I mean, it's one of these types of things that if I mess it up just a little bit, my throat would be absolutely demolished. So I just kind of want to ask you, maybe you've got some first-hand experience with it. It's
I'm not entirely. How about here at BT Sports we think it over and
it burns when I pee.
we'll get back to you on it.
Praise Allah Akbar!
All right, always lovely to hear from our faithful callers.
We know who that is, guys. That's why we let that stuff through, because we knew he was kidding with all that stuff. And for those of you who don't know, the praise Allah was kind of a joke from a show last year.
It's been
a running joke
popular.
It's been a running joke since last spring. One night we had a caller call in about the weather. Yeah, because it was storming. And I had some radar updates going on throughout the day.
Yeah, and Bobby helped him.
I helped him out. Yeah,
helped him. I don't know, gain his sanity back.
That's for sure. So this is kind of just basically a story about Coach Ford and his recruiting.
Yeah.
So he has at least
after
Reynolds announced his transfer. Yeah. So he has at least 2 scholarships to play with right now.
And yeah, just kind of really, I think he talks on how he wants to. Well, yeah. We'll take this and then
we'll take it and we'll touch back on it. Yep, I'll go ahead and take it.
Alrighty.
BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. I was just calling in. I was wondering, is this the campaign fund for Bernie Sanders?
This is not the campaign fund for Bernie Sanders. This is Patrick.
Do you have any idea on how I could get a hold of that?
Use Google.
Google?
Yes.
Do you know it by hand?
Just Google. Just Google it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go with that one.
Back to the Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, here we go with the Bernie Sanders again. And it's funny, the reason I let that through, I didn't think it was the same guy.
Yeah.
Here we go again, Timmy. You take it.
I got it. Hello there. This is BT Sports.
Hola, Timmy. Yo me preguntaba si me pudieras decir algo de deportes hoy en día, por favor.
Lo siento, señor.
Pero que tú hablas español.
Pero yo no hablo en español.
It burns when I pee.
All right.
Okay. Thank you for telling us that. I don't think that he really needed to be shared on the air, though.
I don't know. Maybe I don't. We've had a couple Spanish callers before.
Yeah. Maybe they think they're calling the doctor's office. I mean, it is possible. Yeah, about to say it is possible they could think they're calling SLU Care, and they called us by mistake.
Oh yeah. I wonder what. I mean, it's definitely 977.
Yeah, I about to say because all the SLU numbers are 314-977, so it is definitely possible they got the number wrong.
Definitely more possible than the Pizza Hut calls.
The Pizza Hut or Burger
Papa
King.
John's or Burger King.
Oh my gosh, those calls. Oh my gosh. Back on to Ford's recruiting now, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. He says Ford's ready to hit the road, even if that means the interstates and streets within St. Louis, where he will focus his initial effort. His plan was to make a couple of home visits if they could be arranged.
He talks about he wants to. He does, now he has 2 available scholarships, but he doesn't want to just use them as bonuses.
No, he doesn't.
And just kind of, we'll throw one here. He wants to make sure that
he wants to make sure that he's filling in with good players.
Yeah,
and that's the way it should be done.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I like his recruiting style. He wants to make sure we get the best we can.
And he's not,
recruiting.
He doesn't want to rush it.
Recruit just for the sake of recruiting.
Yeah, exactly.
Timmy, you take it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey there, this is Tim on BT Sports.
I'll have King Trump.
And here we go again with more Trump calls.
Yeah, so we got some Bernie, we got some Trump.
Wonder when somebody's going to call in for John Kasich.
Yeah, right? Where's the love?
Yeah. But yeah, no, I love his recruiting style. And this is giving you a glimpse into it. People are being critical of this. I'm going, nope, I respect it.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we have the best talent possible here and local if possible. That's what's important.
Yeah, because he's not, he talks about the recruiting period ends in, I think, a couple weeks, but
yeah, when does it end?
The
evaluation
24th.
period is April 22nd through 24th.
And so he was saying, if he gets players, great. If he doesn't, that's all right. Because like what we're saying, he doesn't want to get down to, I got to get somebody. He
doesn't want to recruit for the sake of recruiting.
Yeah,
he wants to recruit with a purpose.
And he very adamant on trying to focus around St. Louis as far as, some high school kids, but he's also open to the idea of transfer students too. He's,
Definitely.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get someone for 4 years, but whatever's going to help the program is really where he's at.
And that's
totally open mind.
And that's the way it should be. He's willing to take anything. Mm-hmm. And that's how a coach should be.
Yeah, for sure.
And after this call, move on to one of his hires as assistant.
Okay.
One of his assistant hires. I'll take it. BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Hey, is this Papa John's?
This is not Papa John's. This is Patrick.
Is it Domino's?
No, this is Patrick.
I don't know any Patricks.
This is Patrick. I told you. Okay, there they hung up.
It's a dead one.
Yeah, they hung up. Anyway, though.
He's not catching the reference.
Yeah, I guess he's not catching it. You're catching it, Timmy, though.
Yeah, right? I gotcha.
Next time he calls in again, I'll scream it.
No, this is Patrick.
No, this is Patrick. Boom. I'm not a crusty crab. No, so this last week they announced Ford announced one of his hires for assistant, Will Bailey. Let's see. Bailey, a Chicago native, is known for his work with guards. He comes to SLU after spending this last 6 years at LaSalle, a rival A10 school.
Yeah.
So a coach with another coach with A10 experience.
And just as Ford has,
Yeah, that's the thing. I hope he keeps bringing in coaching talent with A10 experience.
I wonder how the other teams in the conference will feel about it.
I think UMass is feeling a little salty right now that we have
yeah, right.
Ford.
that we picked him up.
Yeah, and I think LaSalle's going to feel salty. We have Will Bailey now.
Yeah.
But it's going to be so weird this year not hearing coached by Jim Cruz.
Yeah, because Travis Ford.
Whenever Pat Kelly announces it. You take it, Timmy.
BT Sports, this is Tim.
Oh, hey, Timmy. It's me again.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Oh, just driving through the beautiful state of Illinois.
Oh, yeah? It's funny. Someone else that called in earlier was driving through the beautiful state of Illinois.
Oh, this is the same person.
Oh, okay. It is. Just, okay.
Oh, yeah, I put two and two together.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, I've got some questions for you. So I'm wondering, I just came back from Nashville.
Oh, great city.
Yeah, it's a great city. And I've been here like twice now, so I pretty much know everything about it.
Yeah, I bet.
And I was just wondering, it's tough being me. I want to know what your thoughts were on the Titans' current, I don't know what you call it, repertoire.
Anything in particular, or just are you just getting real into the Titans now?
I don't since I'm like from Nashville now, I kind of feel like I should get more connected with it. And I just know that they don't have any other real things to cheer for.
Wow, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah. No, I wasn't mean brutal. I would never say anything bad about my city.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounded like you might have said something bad about it, but the Titans. The Titans. I think the Titans are garbage, but I don't really know much about them.
Well, I think that your picks for March Madness are garbage.
I won. Did I not?
You didn't win the last one.
Yeah.
What about Villanova?
I was rooting for Villanova to win.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard differently.
From who?
You.
Well, I'm not sure about that one, but here, Bobby wants to say something.
Wait, Timmy, it hurts my pee.
Hey, just so you know, we were both rooting for Villanova, so we both picked the right team. Although, in my case, had Syracuse won, I would have voted for Syracuse. I would have wanted Syracuse to win. Okay, I'm feeling stupid right now. He hung up on it. He hung up.
Oh.
But no.
I really thought.
I thought he was still on there. I thought he was going to stay on the line. Yeah, I thought so too.
Huh.
Oh well, but no, yeah. So Bailey's got
That's rude of him.
Yeah. So here's some more info about Will. During his time at LaSalle, Bailey worked with all-conference guards Earl Pettis, Ramon Galloway, and Tyreek Duran. The Explorers' backcourt helped him to a Sweet 16 appearance in 2012-13. Additionally, LaSalle was fourth in the nation in three-point field goal percentage, thanks in part to Bailey's instruction. So, see, I think this is going to be a good thing for us to help us with our three-point percentage.
Yeah.
Because we were pretty lacking this last season.
Yeah, we haven't had much of an outside game.
Mm-hmm. We were just attacking in the paint for the most part.
Yeah, had some good, we had
We had some clutch
We had
threes.
a
Don't get me
good-
wrong. Crawford was our 3-point man for the most part.
But a lot of it was centered. We had, like Yarborough,
Right.
Yakubu, some bigger,
Yeah. But we still have Ash.
forwards.
We still have Ash.
Yeah.
Wait, or did he graduate?
I think you. Oh yeah,
you
no,
can-
he's gone.
He is gone. Okay, so he
Yeah.
did graduate.
But
I know we lost Ash, and I think we lost one other guy too.
to graduation.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
Well, it doesn't matter.
So yeah, it looks like Ash is the only senior. But
Yeah,
we
he was
lost
the
a
only senior.
couple-
Yeah, he was. And then we
couple
lost Reynolds
transfers.
and Yarborough transfer. You take it, Timmy.
Alrighty. BT Sports. This is Timmy. How can I help you?
Okay, I think Darth
Dead
Vader.
one.
I think we either had a dead call or
one of the Darth Vader calls we've
Darth
gotten.
Vader called again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. So I think we lost. We just lost Ash on the men's team. Then we lost Misi Price and Denisha Womack on the women's.
On the women's. Yeah.
To graduation. No, so that means women's and men's both are going to have a lot of their same people this year.
Yeah, and hopefully,
Hopefully, with Coach Ford leading the way on the men's team,
get some, some new people,
some new people,
placements,
yeah.
but
I'm hoping Shavit starts getting packed again.
yeah.
Of course, I don't.
But he's got that mindset,
he does.
He's
I don't want to end up having to camp out for tickets. Though.
fight for seats, yeah.
Well, because right now the way they're doing it is all you have to do is just show your ID on the way in,
Yeah.
and you're good.
Because there's not been demand, you know?
There's not been demand. Supply's been high, demand's been low, so they figure we'll just let them get in for whatever.
Yeah.
But like this last year, I got my money's worth of the free admission that students get.
Yeah. It would go into a few.
Oh, I mean, I went to more women's games than men's actually. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I said.
right, a few-
The Lunatics had a poll going not too long ago on Twitter.
Yeah, I think
And
you mentioned that.
I may have mentioned it already, but yeah, I said to them, I fired back. I said, I went to men's for the most part for the free stuff.
Yeah.
Like every college student. But women's, I was there actually as a genuinely excited fan to see the women's team fight.
Yeah. Which is probably not.
So the free stuff
How
at
it-
women's, the free stuff was just icing on the cake. And
Yeah.
I got more goodies at women's games this year than I did men's.
Really?
Because
And you were going just.
simply because they handed out more stuff at women's games than men's games.
Really?
Seriously.
Which is, I mean, at typical universities, a lot of people would go to the men's games as the fans, and they're like, oh, there's free stuff at a women's game,
See,
It's-
and for me, it was reversed this year.
Yeah, and which goes, just partly to show how,
Right.
Coach Stone has gotten the women's program so excited.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And hopefully Ford can.
Well, and keep in mind,
take a
Denisha and
lesson.
Misi were the only ones that stayed after Coach Stone was hired.
Yeah, really?
She announced that during the senior night,
Huh.
the seniors acknowledgement.
Really?
And like I said, it did acknowledge the managers too, which they should,
Yeah.
As somebody who was acknowledged as a senior manager, it kind of, it's really
Because you're doing just as much work just behind the scenes.
exactly,
And
and more in college actually. I'll take this
you
one.
want to take this one?
Yeah. BT Sports, you got Bobby.
It's tough.
Oh, hey. Hello. Okay, we know who that is. That person was calling was actually calling us through Skype, so I think he lost his internet connection.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he lost his internet, or his internet's not that good right now.
Oh. Hopefully, he can bounce
Hopefully-
that back up.
Hopefully, he can get back up and call us in because we love hearing from him.
Yeah.
And we know he's a UNC fan too, so we think he's going to be talking about UNC.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Definitely looking forward to that. Let's look at Cardinals. So I know the Cardinal. Oh, I want to throw something funny here real quick. Wes McCauley, not Ed McCauley, my bad. Ed McCauley is actually a player for the SLU basketball team. Wes McCauley made a funny call. They had to review a goal at a Sharks game, and Wes McCauley made this call, and it was so funny. Right now, though, I'm going to actually mute it because I know there's going to be an ad on this one here, so we're going to let the ad play through real quick while we talk about it.
then
No,
throw it on the air.
Yeah, we'll throw it on the air after the ad's done. So about 20 seconds. Excuse me. No, it was so funny. What happened here? You're reading a little bit about it right now.
Yeah.
It is so funny what Wes McCauley did here. He kind of made it sound like those old WWE things.
Really?
Yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet.
I know it's funny. Here it comes. About another second or so. Here we go. Okay, hold on. We have a sound problem right now. 1 second. It was muted in the video player. Hang on, I'll pour it out to air now. Hold on 1 second here while I work on it. You'll be able to hear it, fans.
After reviewing The call on the ice stands. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
That and a friend of mine, a dodgeball. Yeah, exactly. That's actually a really good analogy there, Timmy.
Yeah, dodgeball.
Best movie ever, by the way.
Yeah.
But no, a friend, that guy. Remember last year I had that friend of mine that called in and talked Blues hockey.
Yeah.
He's the one that told me about it, and I looked.
Oh,
it up.
really?
So
About this?
we can thank him for that contribution to our show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that.
That was great.
I like that.
Some more
Getting a little
offbeat,
excited.
some more offbeat news here. So this story originally appeared in the St. Louis Business Journal, and Channel 5, our NBC station here in town, picked it up. St. Louisans love to cheer on the St. Louis Cardinals because we believe they are the best in baseball, which makes us the perfect target for Thrillist ranking in Major League Baseball's worst fans. Thrillist ranks the Cardinals fan base as the second worst in the MLB behind the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Not the it's not, maybe not the best thing to be given the title of, but it shows passion. It shows that.
Right, and it shows we got passion. That's the thing. They're ranking us as the second worst, and why? Here we are. Yeah, they fancy themselves the best fans in baseball to such a degree that it's become a punchline within baseball circles. The article says of Cardinals fans. The Thrillist staff even brought up the former Cardinals scouting director hacking the Astros in 2015 as reason to consider the Cardinals fans as some of the worst. In St. Louis' defense, even Jesse Spector of Sporting News believes the Cardinals will be the best team in baseball again.
Because it's not, it's not saying that they're the worst as in the least attended games and stuff. It's saying they're the worst. Like, if you're not a Cardinals fan, you hate Cardinals fans because they're just,
That's not how we are at all. Like if I see a Cubs fan or something, I mean, I might give them a good ribbon. I might rib them a little bit.
Yeah.
Some good-natured ribbon like we did earlier, talking about that Cubs to Cards fan conversion form.
Yeah, right.
That's just some good-natured ribbing, though. There's no harm meant by that. And same, with the cut, when we had the Rams Bears, and then the Blues Blackhawks.
Yeah, I wouldn't think.
When it comes to the rivalries, for me personally, it's just a cross-state thing,
Yeah.
Like if I see a Cubs fan, oh hey buddy, you're in St. Louis, right?
Yeah, right.
That's literally the extent of it.
But I would think
it's just we just taunt each other.
But it wouldn't be something that necessarily everybody wants to have labeled.
And it's interesting too because
be labeled as, but I wouldn't think it's too big of an insult just because it does show that, depending on how you're portraying it, or maybe how you're.
Yeah, and see, and it's interesting too because the Cardinals are among the most profitable MLB franchises. Because since the DeWitt family acquired the Cardinals from the brewery, I think he's got about a 200% return on his investment.
Really?
I mean, they have appreciated so much in value since the DeWitts bought them.
I mean, it's one of the franchises. You think of. I mean, the Yankees.
The Yankees have so much money that they buy their team every year.
Yeah.
We actually pioneered the farm system.
Yeah.
The Cardinals pioneered the farm system.
I think it's one of the franchises in in sports really that the St. Louis Cardinals are known for just being a powerhouse in the MLB, but also
our farm system's pretty well known too.
They're very grown.
The talent's grown it's grown within the organization,
and they're very I think a very respectable franchise.
And that's the reason why we always play against the Memphis Redbirds, our AAA affiliate, or is it Memphis or is it Springfield? No, Springfield's our AA. But we always play just friendly games between the Springfield Cardinals and the Memphis Redbirds.
Really?
Yeah. Every year, every season before we start, you always have those two
exhibitions.
Exhibition scrimmage games.
Huh.
And some of our AAA and actually some of our AAA and AA talent always is on our 40-man roster. They're on the Major League roster.
Oh, really?
So they can get called up
at any point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. Like mid-season, we'll call up talent all the time.
Yeah.
Other organizations do it too, but we pioneered it again. And you're getting sent to AAA, getting called up from AAA.
Yeah.
We always have people ready to call up from AAA.
A good rotation.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it. I forgot his name, Sam Tuvilia. He was AAA last season.
Really?
And he's been called up and he's been doing some relieving work in the majors.
Yeah.
Yadier Molina was in our farm system.
Really?
Really.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, for about 2 or 3 years he was in our farm system.
Wow, so he's there for
Tommy Pham, you got right there. Tommy Pham was in it.
Wow. Yeah, I like that. Seeing, I mean, especially, I used to go to Dayton Dragons games, who was one of the minor leagues for the Reds, and then you'd see him play on the Reds and see him go through the system. It's pretty cool.
You take it to me.
Alrighty. This is BT Sports. You're talking to Tim. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's cutting. I mean, it's real scraggly, but we can make through a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think we
lost him again.
Yeah.
I think we lost him again.
Yeah, I didn't recognize at first, but I think that is,
that is
one of our
international callers right now. Thank you, Skype.
Yeah.
But no, just the Cardinals are known for the farm system, and that's the nice thing,
Yeah.
and we're known for it. Moving back to the NCAA a little bit here, we did a bracket contest, and to me, I still owe you
A swipe.
a swipe and fuse, yeah. Whenever we,
Yeah.
whenever.
You can get lunch sometime and
Get
dinner and
or dinner, and just it's on me.
get a nice little cheeseburger on Bobby.
Yeah, so this is interesting. Rebecca Gentry, this high schooler from
From Southern Indiana.
Yes, thank you, Southern Indiana. She filled out a March Madness bracket that most fans dream of. She had 3 picks incorrect
In the entire bracket.
and she here's what she didn't predict. She didn't get right. She didn't get Northern Iowa beating Texas, Hawaii topping California, or North Carolina over Syracuse.
But every other
pick, including the champion, she got right.
that's crazy.
The odds of that bracket, it says
Do they
here,
have
1 in 9.2 quintillion. To
That's
give you an idea of how big that number is, I can't give you an idea of how big that number is.
Yeah, right.
To quote an old Seth Meyers one-liner.
Jeez. That's
3
insane.
picks incorrect.
In the entire bracket. One of which was in the Final Four, which is kind of funny. But the fact that she had Syracuse in the Final Four, that no one had that.
I did.
Syracuse in the Final Four?
Did I have Syracuse in the Final Four? Yeah, I think I did.
Really? Wow, that's impressive in and of itself.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't.
No.
Nope. That's why you won.
Oh yeah, was
Had I put
Syracuse?
Yeah, you had Oklahoma. Had I put Syracuse in there,
You would have won.
we would have tied.
Oh yeah, because I would have had it on the other side, but
Yeah. So we would have had to go by correct number of picks again.
which I think we decided you might have had. I don't know if we ever.
I think
counted
we never did count it, but I think I would have had
Yours
that.
looked like
I would have
it.
had the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but
They
yeah,
were dope, but
it's
yeah.
insane. And the picks that she got wrong, it was
Minor.
negligible in the next round because she had them losing in the next round, which they did.
Right.
So out of the whole thing, 3 wrong.
That is incredible.
And it was a pretty, like, what's what I'm looking for? Unpredictable tournament, with all the things that happened.
Sure. Update on the game. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Cardinals are leading 7-6 still
Cardinals are leading 7. Okay.
over Atlanta.
Yeah. And bottom of the 8th with 2 outs.
2 outs. Yep.
So yeah, it looks like we won't be able to cover the end of that game, but if they can just hold off, hold them to, shut out the rest of the game, which shouldn't be too difficult, then Cards will get the win. But we've only got a couple more minutes, so we'll be signing off before that.
Yeah, we probably will before the end of the this is interesting. Just a story. I was looking at ESPN. And here's an interesting story. Wainwright was actually in the Braves minor league system before he was traded to us.
Really?
Really? Yeah. He was traded to our farm system.
So he did still go through some of our farm system.
He went through our. He was traded to. Let's see. Yeah, he was traded to the Cardinals out of Double-A Greenville in 2003. Yeah. So this listen to this. Wainwright's second start of 2016 will be his final start at Turner Field. The Braves are moving to a new stadium in Cobb County next season, and this is the Cardinals' only trip to Atlanta.
Huh.
Turner Field will become a football stadium for nearby Georgia State. So the current field for the Braves is becoming a football stadium.
Huh.
And they're getting a new stadium for the baseball team.
Oh, nice.
Just kind of a sentimental little thing for Wayno.
Yeah, for sure. Only time he'll play there, or not? Oh, the last time rather.
The last time he'll be there. Yeah. Well, Timmy, it's about time to sign off. We're just a few seconds short of 4 o'clock here.
Yeah. There was one other thing that Bobby had pulled up that I thought was interesting and wanted to talk on. It's just that going back to Coach Ford.
Yeah, back to Coach Ford a little bit. He actually knows Matt Holliday.
Yeah. He's saying...
you've got the article up there, Timmy.
Yeah. Ford said Friday, when I started looking at this job, he and I, talking about Matt Holliday, we're talking and texting back and forth, and he was giving me the ideas of the city of St. Louis, really helped me out there. His family has been a huge, huge help. So Holliday, Ford never directly said that Holiday was part of the reason he came to St. Louis.
Yeah, it says
but-
here. It says here they're connected through Holiday's brother Josh, who's who's a baseball coach at OSU.
Yeah, which is where Ford
Came to us from.
coached basketball earlier. Yeah, which pretty interesting tidbit. He was name dropping him on the first couple days he's been in St. Louis.
That's definitely awesome.
But
And
with
Timmy,
that,
it is that time to end the show.
yes, sir.
So I'm Bobby Stillwell,
I'm Tim Shagru.
and we will be back here next week. So make sure you're listening at 3.